Combine them. Yeah.
All right. So we've all kind of heard about TikTok restaurants or TikTok stories where like things have completely blown out.
Yeah.
Gone crazy.
Yes.
And so like with TikTok and TikTok fashion, like especially with Y2K is big now, 90s fashion, 80s fashion.
Yeah.
So there's a place in New York where it's gone crazy, where it's like a thrift store and a secondhand store we call them. Yeah.
Thrift fashion currently is such in the right. Like,
don't you think like it kind of had its wave where it was like blogging and then it kind of died down and then it's like picked up again?
TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's picked up because
I do find, I think TikTok specifically population wise is very impulsive. Whatever they see, they would do it that day or the next day. Like, you know, let's just go. And it's like, this story is fascinating because it has happened quite numerous times in my case, in my making content. There was one particular one that I will never forget. Is this food that opened only during like night market.
Right.
And they're an omu rice, so they're an omelette rice that you split open and then you just the Japanese famous one.
Yes.
And this girl named Miki, she had no idea what collab means, because collab is a term that content creators use to like, hey, do we want to collab? As in like, do we want to work together?
Right.
And then I contacted them saying, I want to film your food. Because sometimes you kind of have to kind of give them a bit of a heads up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, what does collab mean? She actually, I still have the message that says, what does collab mean? I had to explain to her. So, so either I can just buy the food or you can give me the food, whatever it is. And then just film things that you want me to include in what am I going to showcase to my followers. And it's like, okay. And then I went. And then I went on a Sunday. And then I film. And then I post on Tuesday, I think. And then on Thursday, they open in Bondi.
Right.
And it opens only until 5 p.m. because that's the market.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, on Thursday at Bondi Junction, means that you're only capturing the workers essentially during lunch. Because everyone's working or schools probably ends at the end of the day. So they'll probably only come at the end of the day.
Yeah, they come between like.
So usually they say they only use a third of the stock amount that they use for the weekend.
Yes.
And they stock up already. They already doubled the amount because of my TikTok blowing up on Tuesday. It went like, I think, 250,000 in overnight. And then they double it and they say, Adrian, we actually sold out at 1 p.m.
Wow.
And then the queue was still there until 5. So it was a 4-hour queue.
Oh my God. So you were like you were responsible for it.
This doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. And then on Friday, they opened the Chinatown.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I still have a picture of her with the lines. The line was like up until like, it was crazy until the management of the Chinatown came and says, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
And then she actually said, she
actually
said, oh, there's a TikTok guy that did my content and just blew up. And the wait line was 4 hours. The wait line was 4 hours. Everyone was, the thing is, they're very apologetic. So they're very nice about it. So everyone actually waited. Like, I'm just shook as to the amount of time. And then, this was 2 years ago when I just started. They just opened their restaurant. Yeah. They literally have a restaurant now in Ultimo.
Wow.
And when I came for the first time, they opened for the 3 days only. And I came and they're like, Adrian, you made this. Literally,
that's
like
insane.
they actually use the word kami-sama, which in Japanese means God. Like, you are our God. I'm like, no, don't say that. I have no intention. I just thought I love the food.
You love the food.
I just want to show how amazing it is to people, and just blew up. And now every time any content creators make that at that restaurant, that weekend or wherever that is, just full. It's just so impulsive. People.
Yeah, and like you just think about the before and after. Like before, it would be struggling, as you said. Like they're only catering to workers, they're only catering to like school kids, and then now it's like non-stop because like
their menu is only 2 back then. And just everyone's just exactly. And there's another place. It's a Chinese food on a stick, and they deep fry it. It's very Chinese. So only Chinese would tend to know. This is called Chuan Chuan or like I forgot the actual name. But anyway, we went there. I made content. It blew up, and then the owner DM me on Instagram and says, "I know it's because of your video." Because I know, how do you know it's because of my video? First of all, we don't get the cues that it is. But secondly, there are Australian Caucasians in here, and they wouldn't know unless they saw your video. Yeah. And I was like, oh wow, the impact that it has. It's just
that's insane.
But that means I'm showcasing other cultures' food to everyone, not just those people who knows the culture of that food.
Like, do you feel bad sometimes that you're responsible for these things? Like, if they're already busy enough, like if it's like a local secret and it's like, oh yeah.
Oh, sometimes there are comments that say like, oh, I was gatekeeping that place.
Yeah. Because your Indy, your sister-in-law, did say a thing that she was like, oh, no, we should go here and eat. And I was like, holy, this is amazing. And it was like a hole-in-the-wall store in Chatswood. And, like, since then, even if you look around, it's like, I don't think many people have gotten there yet. Yeah.
What is it?
It's our stone.